Hello, Libra friends. This is Vistalia Tarot and Astrology, direct from my bedroom to yours. And these are your oracle transmissions for the month of February. I'm going to start with an overall theme card pulled from the Thoth Tarot. So, your theme for February is Priestess. So, this is a moon ruled card. It's also known as the High Priestess in most other decks. And it's a card of definitely of psychic exploration, so exploration of the psyche, of mysteries. Depending on your interests and your practices, it could be connected to incorporating more female deities or even female spiritual teachers into your life, into your practices. An influx of a kind of feminine wisdom, perhaps feeling more connected to your inner sense of knowing and your intuition. Maybe returning to a kind of trust of your inner knowing and your inner intuition that perhaps has been absent for a while. And I'm going to draw an archetypes card for you as a message from your higher self, your higher inner high priestess. Really interesting. I pulled the crone, which is one of these three archetypes that are sometimes used to talk about femininity, whether you like the idea or not, the maiden, mother, and crone. And the crone is, there's a definite correlation. I feel like my light is too bright. There's a definite correlation between the crone and the high priestess. The crone is one, it can be one expression of the high priestess. It is a card of a wisdom, of a kind of wise woman that people perhaps fear because she challenges more patriarchal structures and doesn't fit into the concept of femininity as constructed by the patriarchy. There's this definite wild woman archetype there. It could be also something about aging, gaining wisdom, perhaps also a part of you that's afraid of this kind of crone energy, even this crone within you, whether you are, whatever gender you identify as. There may be a kind of an old, wise, a little bit frightening Baba Yaga type woman inside you that's trying to contact you and might be off-putting or frightening. But perhaps it would be good to explore what she has to say. And I'm going to pull an animal card as a guide for you for this month. And I got the phoenix. Pretty potent. Obvious connection to intense rebirth and transformation. Really kind of stepping into your power. I'm thinking wherever you fall on the gender spectrum, real connection to this, like these kind of feminine forces that are not the typical sense of feminine, that are quite that require a kind of surrender and destruction, perhaps a total destruction before there can be this phoenix theme. I'm thinking there's a kind of call to initiation of some sort this month. It looks like it's going to be quite an inner month, a lot of inner work, a lot of work with just yourself and your mind and your dreams, but also perhaps an initiation into a new path of some kind, maybe a new spiritual path, maybe calling you. Finally, I'm going to do a form of divination I recently learned from a friend called bibliomancy. involves reading a random passage from a book. I have to choose the right one. We should do well to confess at once that, fundamentally speaking, we do not understand the complete detachment from the world of a text like this. Indeed, that we do not want to understand it. Have we perhaps an inkling that a mental attitude which can direct the glance inward to this extent can bring about such detachment only because these people have so completely fulfilled the instinctive demands of their natures that little or nothing prevents them from viewing the invisible essence of the world? Invisible essence of the world is a very high priestess phrase. Well, have a good month, Libras, and take care.